right, class. Welcome. Settle in, lock in. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on. Have you missed me? I missed you. Look, I know it's been roughly 223 and a half days since my last upload, but technically, I did drop a short last week, so let's just start there. I have been streaming on twitch.tv/Professor Kuro, so let's start there. So if you missing me, then that means that you've been missing me, and that's not on me, that's on you. So now that we got that out of the way, it's time to get into the real meat and potatoes, the big nitty gritty. Why we are here, as you can see, the title of the video is Syllabus Day. And if you don't know what that is, here's the rundown. A syllabus day is what happens when your professor walks in, first day of class, and says, hey, here's what we're going to be doing for the foreseeable future. Well, I'm your professor. This has been our classroom for years, but now it's time that we unify, coalesce, really congeal into the path that we were supposed to be on. So, if y'all are ready, I would like to introduce y'all to our new school of thought. For the future of this channel, there's going to be some changes, there's going to be some additions, there's going to be a lot of new, so buckle down, stay with me. I hope you already had a snack. It shouldn't be too crazy long of a video, he says. So, starting off, let's talk about reactions. What we started here doing for years, what we've been running, and I cannot say enough how happy, thankful, honored I've been these last years as a reactor in our community, being able to talk about some of my homies' music as well as just music as a whole and get to give you guys a different look, a different understanding and outlook that you can have on content and creation, creativity, and what it means to be an artist, what it means to be a fan and supporter. We've gone through hundreds of reactions over the years. I don't know, maybe even thousands if you catch like Twitch and stuff like that. And I've reached a point where, much in the spirit of MatPat, I feel that a chapter needs to be closed. So what I would like to start off with, you know, some may call it good news, some may call it bad news, but it's news in progress. So the first docket item I want to talk to you guys about are the 11 remembrances. And what the 11 remembrances are is the last 11 reactions we will upload and do for the channel. We've been doing reactions for nigh 4+ years now. I've gotten to interact and react to so many different creators and amazing musicians and amazing just content creators throughout the years. And I've gotten to a point now where I feel I've said a lot of what I wanted and needed to say. I feel like what I've done and what we've been able to accomplish, it stands on its own. And now I'm at a point where I want to expand. I want to do more. I want to give you guys new content, more variety. That's not to say that reactions are forever gone. If you pull up on Twitch, I'm planning on doing every once a month or every 2 months a specialized stream just so that I can, you know, react to you guys' content, give you guys feedback, constructive criticism, still keep that, you know, toe dipped in the pool, so to speak. But the overall main focus of the channel will not be reactions going forward. What we will be doing is moving on to new content. Now, what the new content is, now let me get cooking for y'all for a second. See, y'all love the reactions because y'all knew that I knew the anime. Y'all knew that when I talked about my animisms, I knew what I was saying. I be a little too deep in the weeds, you know what I mean? I be a little too deep in the Twitter logs, you know what I mean? I be a little deep through the you know, the in-between pages at the end of the volume when you get all that extra goodness. Y'all know where I be staying at. You know, my manga readers, my Peso Petertons, you know what I'm saying? My digs, the prophesizzles. Y'all know what I'm saying? We stand on business when it comes to making sure we know the lore. So, with that being said, the new focus of the channel will be discussing anime, manga, film, fiction, just content, but in a new way. So, for example, right, this is a video that I will be doing way down the line, but I want to introduce this to you as a teaser trailer, so to speak. So, for example, in Naruto, the anime, manga, the series, you have the Uchiha clan and their Sharingan, right? Literally, their eyes are derived from trauma, right? The more traumatic the experiences are in your life, the more your dojutsu or your eye abilities evolve and manifest into higher tiers and levels. That is apparent when Sasuke You know what I'm saying? With the person that he got the right, you know what I'm saying? With his schlibbling, you feel me? When they have their altercation. You know, we still don't do spoilers out here, but don't worry, when we get into the content videos, I just smacked my pop filter. When we get into the real content, I'm gonna have to pull back some of that spoiler freeism, and we're gonna have to talk a bit direct. But when you follow Naruto and you follow the Sharingan and you see the way it develops and you see how as a dojutsu it is connected to emotions and the pain specifically that one feels in life. That's why when you get to Boruto, even though a lot of times in Naruto they say, oh, you have to kill your best friend to get the Mangekyo Sharingan. Not true. It's just that the pain spiritually and emotionally that comes with doing that will activate you to the next step. But when you look at Sarada's never killed any of her friends, but yet the emotional anguish she felt over Boruto's situation gave her that fuel, that catalyst to evolve to the next level. So we'll be looking at anime in terms of like the in-lore connection and how things really operate and the creativity behind abilities, characters, plots, techniques, different allegories and motifs. But then we'll apply a layer of real life to it. So now when you look at the Sharingan, right, and you go back to the core idea that it is a ability that is based on the pain and suffering emotionally, not just physically, that one endures being the catalyst of growth, is that not so different from real life? They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. So does that mean that in our lives, we've activated Sharingans of our own due to the trauma we may have experienced or the rougher situations that we've seen other or been adjacent to throughout our lives? When you learn of someone's history, when you learn of your own history, when you look back and you see the scars, does that not give you strength in the forward? So do we not all have our own Sharingan? Especially when you look at situations that repeat themselves, do you not see the flows of chakra, the way energy feeds into certain situations? So kind of went crazy and esoteric there, but that's the general idea of content that we're going to do going forward. We're going to be looking at a lot of our favorite series, some really great niche series that I'm a huge fan of, and going into more, I want to say sublime, but deeper minutia. That's what we're going to do. We're going to call it a deeper minutia. But that is one of the big new steps that we're going to be taking. So I'm very, very excited to share that with you guys. The first video I've been working on, it's a really, really interesting one. I'm not going to tell you anything about it because I don't give spoilers. You already know what was going to happen and you thought I was going to tell you something now. But that's not all. Not only are we going to be changing what the course is in terms of the content that we're making on YouTube, no, we're doing more now. That's right. You're going to get more Kuro per capita. Okay, because not only are we going to be having weekly videos of the anime analysis content dropping on the channel, you already know, we're also going to be doing a lot more Twitch streams. I mean, like, what a week. Oh my. No, but really though, I'm super excited. I've been streaming on Twitch on and off over the past couple of months, and I've really been having a great time. A lot of y'all been pulling up. Shout out to everybody that be pulling up in chat, chilling with me. We've had some great conversations. We've discussed? I mean, I was disgusted about the Drake-Kendrick beef. Haha, see what I did there? No, we talked about the Drake-Kendrick beef. We were talking about anime. We were talking about life. We were playing Fortnite, Power World, Elden Ring. We're having a blasty blast. If you've ever just wanted time to just kick back at me and really shoot the breeze, twitch.tv/Professor Kuro. I'm there. We be live. And it's going to be amazing. I'll have the schedules up. It's probably going to be Monday through Thursday, EST time around like noon-ish, noon 1. But you guys will get way more updates and actual like hard paperwork, and you guys will see it. Make sure you guys follow me on all the socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you get me on everything because I'll be posting a lot of shorts, and that's where a lot of the like quick informational updates are going to be, because like the main channel content is going to be very much focused. So whenever you want to get all the other information, updates, what I'm doing, where I'm at, cons I'm going to, performances that are happening, it's going to be on my socials. And then whenever I can plug it in the content, I'll be sure to remind myself to. But that's your one time. I'm letting you guys know. Now you've heard it. Now you know it. You either take action or you take inaction. But either way, you've made a decision. And I'm proud of you for that. So we have the Twitch streams. We have the YouTube content. Now something that a few of you are going to be like, oh Music, baby. I am very, very excited to share with you guys the music that I've been writing and working on over the past year. I've got to collaborate with a lot of amazing producers, some that you guys are familiar with and some that you do not know, but I am very, very honored to be able to introduce you to in the near future, as well as some self-produced tracks, potentially collab EPs in the pipeline. So a lot of music work has been happening. So I promise when I disappear, it's never a vacation. It's always a time skip, and I'm always deep in the trenches training and making sure that when I return with a smorgasbord of goodness, spiritual wellness coming your way. So I'm very, very excited to share that with y'all. And like I said before, make sure you follow me on all the socials. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. And more importantly, make sure you guys follow me wherever you stream your music as well. A lot of people forget that on Spotify and a lot of the DSPs, digital streaming platforms, you guys can actually follow the artist that you like. And the reason why that's important is that you get the directed notifications rather than just, oh, I download all these songs, but then when things happen on that user for that artist, you don't get the direct notification, because that follow button, it helps. Also, it's numbers, algorithms. You guys know how this game works. I play it, you play it, we play it. That's why the like, comment, subscribe. We are Trinitied with that. You already know. I don't need to do the old school 13 times speed. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you know. We don't need to do that anymore. You already know the deal. Y'all know the gist. Y'all know how we rock. Y'all know how we roll. And lastly, oh, y'all thought it was done. Y'all thought it was like, oh my God, YouTube videos, Twitch streams, music, like that's everything, right? There's no way that he has more to share. What? But I do. And do you want to know what it is? Podcast, baby. We got podcasts on the way. I am very excited to share 2 brand new original podcasts with you guys. One of them I will describe to you. The second one is an absolute surprise. Salty Splatoon-esque. I mean a mean mug of a summoner. The first podcast is going to be the spiritual evolution of what the reaction channel was. And by the way, the channel's not changing. I just addressed like the era. Like this channel had the reaction era. Now it's a new era. The first podcast is going to be a weekly podcast. And it's just going to be me talking to you guys about all the content that I've consumed in a week. So whether that's a new artist song or an artist new song. I mean, new artist, new song, new everything. Whether it's a new artist or a new song, whether it's a movie I watched, a show, even if the show or movie are old, whatever content I consumed in that week that I feel is worth sharing, talking about, getting a little analytical, a little philosophic on, as well as whatever's the weekly airing shows, chapters, all the newness. So that will be the safe space where all spoilers are thrown out the window and we can actually be chatting. We can have conversations. We can talk about everything that's current and present, because I realized that is something that I lacked and I did not offer you guys a really good space to do because we were so worried about spoiling for everyone else. So that will be your place to have full conversations, full candids about whatever the topics are. If I'm new to a series and I'm progressing through it, you best watch your mouth and not spoil nothing when I'm talking about it. But once I get caught up with y'all, we can talk about all the John. Like new One Piece drop, we talking about all the John. New JJK, we talking about all the John. My Hero's ending, we can talk about all the John. But that will be the space for it. If you're wondering what the podcast name is, you'll find out when episode 1 drops, because I ain't letting nobody take my name. Y'all crazy. Copyright and plagiarism going crazy right now. And then the second podcast will be a monthly podcast. It is going to be a collaborative podcast, so you will see some of your favorites from the community. You'll meet some of my new friends, other artists, and that'll be a really fun time. I'm not going to say too much on it. It's really in the works. I'm really, really excited for it. But this has been a renaissance. That's what it is right now. We are now in the PKR, the Professor Kuro Renaissance. So let's run it back to the top. We have the 11 remembrances, which are going to be the final 11 single song reaction uploads that will be on this channel. I already have the 11 picked out. Guess down below what you think they may be. They're not all new songs. They're actually all songs I've already heard, except for maybe like one of them. But they're songs from people or songs that I think matter to me that have come out over the span that I haven't been doing reactions, that I just wanted to talk on and just, give a last, like, you know what I mean? Before we segue into the next chapter. So be on the lookout for that. Twitch.tv/Professor Kuro. Be on the lookout. Live streams. We're having a lot of fun there. So please slide, please pull up. And remember to follow me on all your DSPs, your Spotify's, your Apple Musics, your Shazams. I don't know if you can even follow me on Shazam, but I had to just throw that in there. And with that being said, class dismissed. I'll see you in the next one. And comment down below what you think the last 11 reaction songs are. No outro for this one, because I'll be seeing you too damn soon.